Okay, so anyone that knows me knows I've always dreamed of living in Europe. I've been to Europe for like about a month. I love Europe, and one of the reasons I'm studying English education is because I want to get into that international teacher program, do my master's over there, and become eventually a linguistics professor. Well, I always saw that as like a distant future thing, like, oh my god, in the future I'm gonna live in Spain. In the future I'm gonna live in France or whatever. Well, the future is really close now. I don't know. That's really fucking close. And I realized I'm gonna go there alone. I love being alone, and it's really exciting. But I started thinking about it. I'm like, am I ever really alone? Like, I live next to one of my best friends. My sister lives in the other building. Some friend from choir lives in the other building next to me. My cousins are around here. Like, I'm never actually alone. And if I don't contact my mom in like a week, she will show up to my apartment. I have never actually been fully 100% alone. But I'm gonna be alone. And unmarried. I don't know. I thought I'd be married by 25. Ridiculous, I know. But I thought I would. But for me to be married by 25, I would have to be dating someone now. Because I'm 22. And I'm not. And I sort of don't want to be either. So I'm just very confused. Like, what am I doing? I love watching sitcoms, right? And I realized like in Friends, New Girl, whatever, it all starts when they're about 26. They still have roommates at 26. They're unmarried at 26. Their love life is a wreck. Mine isn't a wreck, it just doesn't exist. And I love that show, and I always watch those shows, and I'm like, I want to have a life like in those shows, like a fun friend group, starting in a new place with a new job, rediscovering myself in my 20s. So, like, maybe I'm just entering my friends era. Maybe I'm just entering my new girl era. Like, I don't know why we expect to be married and stable at a certain age. If you are, that's wonderful. Like, honestly, that's great. But I never actually wanted that. But for some reason, because of like societal pressures and the church and my parents, whatever, I feel like I should want that. And I don't know, like, it's super exciting that I'm gonna be like still rediscovering myself until my 30s and probably in my 40s and in my 50s. I never want to stop like discovering myself. Imagine I hit 30 and I'm like, well, that's all there is to me. I thrive to be in my 40s and still like having like a little existential crisis, like, do I really want this? And then I get up and I'm like, hey kids, I don't want kids, but let's say I have kids. Hey kids, do you want to go live in an RV in the forest? They're like, yeah, mom. And then we discover we hate it, and then we move back to our house or something. I don't know, like, I want to have a life full of random adventures where I sort of don't know what's going on. I don't know, that was just like my random thought of the day. I'm thinking of starting a YouTube channel to like document my life in my 20s, like the changes I go through. I don't know, just anything really, and like edit it, make it all fun for me to see when I'm in my 30s or my 40s or whatever. If I have kids, show it to my kids. We'll probably think I'm really weird and unstable. But you know, I don't know if I'm gonna make it public, like a public account, or just have it for me to see. Some of them should be public and some of them should just remain like the more vulnerable ones, maybe, you know, for me. I don't think y'all want to see me crying, and if y'all do, you guys are really mean. Anyway, I feel like I'm gonna do that. I asked for a little video camera for Christmas, so it'll be fun, it'll be cute, just a little healing fun experience for me.